Now to Benghazi. Almost 2 months after the terrorist attack that killed 4 Americans, the CIA has released a new timeline, a timeline of actions suggesting it played a larger role in trying to save those 4 Americans. My next guest says it's time for this administration, this president, to come clean on Benghazi. Our guest is Admiral James Lyons. He's retired commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. And Admiral, it is great to have you with us. I want to turn to first that deadline. Tuesday, Election Day, will be the 8th-week anniversary of the attack on Benghazi, and now we have a timeline from the CIA. Your thoughts about both that timeline and the timeliness of it?
Well, I've looked over the timeline, Lou, and of course it leaves certain things out. For example, we had resources in theater which were not utilized. One that we've utilized in the past is having a jet aircraft fly over, which could have flown over the consulate in full afterburner. It would have scattered the crowd. It would have bought us valuable time and perhaps maybe saved some lives. The second resource we had in theater was at Sigonella. It was a 130-man Marine Force Recon unit that was fully equipped and ready to go. And I'm told that General Ham never received any orders to execute.
Admiral, let me explain. Force Recon is a special operations group, elite warriors in the Marine Corps, and they were in Italy, and within 2 hours dispatch time, would you say? That
approximately within 2 hours. We could have had a jet aircraft over within an hour.
And the idea that this timeline was released, General, I don't know that anyone other than the administration to this point has blamed the CIA for any part of this. It's been a question and an issue of the decisions not to seek military support, a question of being told to stand down, as our Catherine Herridge and Jennifer Griffin have reported here, and Brett Baer. This is a peculiar response on the part of the CIA.
Well, it is at that, and it's also peculiar why we never have tried to secure our consulate. That could have been done immediately, and much information could have been protected, possibly even more lives saved. What's questionable is CIA's role and the Director of Naval Intelligence role in the bogus cover-up story of that this was a reaction to a spontaneous mob in a reaction to a video which nobody had seen.
Admiral, as we listen to the White House tell the American people that this was about basically a 14-minute video that upset some people in the region that had run on YouTube, when they knew absolutely that that was patently false. And they talked about the fog of war as the reason for not making decisions, but they were so confident that they could say and get away with saying that it was about a video when they knew it was a terrorist attack. How can it be that someone in the military, the CIA, the national security team doesn't step up and say, wait a minute, we can't have this kind of nonsense going on, as the President of the United States himself addresses the American people?
Well, Lou, unfortunately, from my perspective, the office of the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff has become politicized because of the structure of Goldwater-Nichols. It was never the intention of Goldwater-Nichols to politicize the office of the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And political correctness has infected, unfortunately, all the major levels of our military leadership. But there's another point here,
yes,
Lou, which is overlooked, and that is the CIA was tracking for months the commander of the Ansar al-Sharia terrorist group that carried out the attack on our consulate.
The Al-Qaeda-related organization in Benghazi.
Correct. And I find it incomprehensible that they had no clue that this attack was going to occur, particularly when the consulate on 16 August put out a security message to the Department of State telling them about the out-of-control militias, heavily armed, roaming throughout eastern Libya. They cited 10 militias and al-Qaeda groups that they said they had no fear of retribution from the Libyan government because the Libyan government had lost all control in eastern Libya. The consulate had no confidence in the 17 February Martyrs Brigade, who were assigned the responsibility for the consulate protection, or the local police force. Right. Half the time the local police force wouldn't even show up.
And Admiral, as you know, in the previous month, in July, the British ambassador had been attacked, the Red Cross had been attacked, and the United States was the only Western power with presence in Benghazi, and precisely because of the deteriorating security environment. That is, they knew they would be attacked if they stayed there. A remarkable period. Admiral, we thank you for your time. We appreciate it. I hope you'll come back here soon and we can continue to analyze what is happening here. We appreciate your time.
Look forward to it, Lou. Thanks very much.
Admiral James Lyons. Up next, outrage erupting in New York, frustration.